44 hours non-stop praise and worship is one of the greatest ways God has decided to preserve the breath of the earth. For us, this year's edition, 2024 edition, which is actually, after a whole 2 decades, 22 years of doing the same thing over and over, this one is for the purpose of ensuring that God crowns our year with bounty, with abundance, with so much of his protective covering. And this particular year also, he'll be breaking all kinds of chains and shackles. And for the earth, he wants to preserve the breath of the earth because the enemy had meant for famine to come, meaning there will be hunger, but God wants abundance for Africa to begin to feed the world again, like it was in the days of Joseph in Egypt. This particular year, we should expect so much of the presence of God, God watering the earth with his presence, with his word. We will see also so much of the power of God in manifestation in the lives of people. We are expecting that as people come from the ends of the earth is going to be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God as the waters cover the sea. We are also going to have a lot of healings, deliverances, and most importantly, many nations are going to have their redemptive purpose revealed and unveiled, and they'll begin to enter their place in God, in life, in this season, in this generation, and in history. And there will be increased level of angelic activity in nations. Angels of nations are about to be released to work for nations like never before. Okay. In terms of the ministers coming, ministers are coming from different parts of the world. We have people coming from almost all the continents except for Oceania and Antarctica. But the rest, we have people from Europe, we have people from the Americas, we even have, I think, one or two from the Caribbean and some of those other places. Now, in terms of what have we done in terms of preparation? We have prepared spiritually in terms of prayer, ensuring that the land is ready to receive them. We've prepared in terms of the realm of the soul, thinking everything through, well thought out, programming and all that. How about physical preparations? Not only are we hosting them in terms of, accommodation, etc., but also the aspect of security. We're ensuring to the best of our ability we have the right kind of people that are taking charge of security. I remember one particular time somebody decided to try and come and steal, and the people who were in charge of security were able to fish the person out. Even when it was around 2 a.m., 3 a.m., the person was actually in the trench somewhere behind where we were holding whatever we were holding in terms of the 144 hours non-stop praise and worship. They were able, through their skills, because some of these people are people who train dogs for the armed forces and all that. And some of them have been in the armed forces before. So in terms of security, ultimately it's God that is the security, but we also do our own part in the physical. Well, in terms of Ghana being, a nation that is about 70% Christian in terms of population, yes, we are doing well trying to host praise and worship. It's spread to quite a few regions, but like I normally say, the largest room in the universe is a room for improvement. So there is room for improvement. And what is it that I would advise us to do? Do not only think of coming for 144 hours. Come and take some of the fire, spread it through your cities. And for those of you coming from other nations, spread it to your nations. Because at the end of the day, the whole earth is to be filled with the knowledge of the glory of God as the waters cover the sea. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 14. That is our aim. And I believe it will happen that way. And we're looking forward not only to your coming, but carrying this fire and spreading it wherever you go. Well, in terms of the elections, for Ghana and for the United States of America and other nations that are holding elections. This is the time to welcome God. Because according to Psalm 127, except the Lord builds a house, they labor in vain that build it. Except the Lord watches over a city, the watchmen stay awake in vain. We do not want to labor in vain. We do not want to stay awake in vain. So make sure that whatever you do, you're doing it to give pleasure to God. Whether you are a leader of a political party, you are a candidate, you are a voter, make sure that the peace of God reigns during the elections, and you ensure also that you are doing it as unto God. Between you and God, you want to do it as a man or woman of integrity, not trying to manipulate anything, including those of you that are in the national electoral commissions of your nation, ensuring that whether you're in the engine room, you're in the computer room, wherever you are a returning officer, you're at the polling station, make sure you're doing everything as unto the Lord so that you don't create any confusion and you do not become a catalyst to any confusion. I believe God will give us a very peaceful election, and most importantly, the people that will bring glory to Him by ensuring that everybody is satisfied. God bless you.